Hey, my name's Nate Glick. I'm the chapter president for the Alpha Nu Omega chapter of Phi Theta Kappa National Honor Society here at Harrisburg Area Community College, 2013-2014. I decided I was going to make a video to talk to you about some of the benefits of the uh, 5-star competitive edge program that you have access to as a PTK member at www.ptk.org. So let's get started. The program was first developed several years back by the individuals at Phi Theta Kappa International. They went through the country and they surveyed businesses, they did all this scholarly research, and what they came up with was the skills and the characteristics that are looked for, that are most valuable to businesses and organizations across the country. They look for these skills in candidates for employment. So if you want to stand out amongst your colleagues, you need to hone these skills. And so what they did with this information was they created the 5-star competitive edge. It's a program that's based on this research that is designed specifically to hone these skills and to make you stand out amongst your peers. And it's also going to have you create an online portfolio, which is going to get your resume and your professional experiences and your information out there on the web. So I'm here on ptk.org. Most of you have been here before. You see some of the significant things I'll just point out real quick. We have a scholarship tab here. So if you were to click on that, it would take you to like the Fall Common application, Jack Kent Cook, all of that good stuff. You can apply for PTK international scholarships through this website. There's all sorts of sort of benefits that go with PTK membership. Collegefish.org is another big one. I'm actually going to do a video dedicated specifically to college fish because it's just that important that people know about it, and I think that it's a very underutilized benefit, unfortunately. But what it does is it's a tool to help assist you when you go to transfer, if you're planning on transferring from HAC or any community college for that matter to a university. You're going to plug in some information, you're going to fill out an application, and based on the information that you provided when you registered with collegefish.org, it's going to match you up with universities and four-year institutions that are right for you and the scholarships that those institutions offer, which are generally either exclusive to PTK members or preference is given to Phi Theta Kappa members. So like what your major is, how much you're willing to spend on college tuition, how far you're willing to travel, all that stuff is examples of information that you would put into the system, and then it would just match you with these scholarships that for like Penn State, University of Kentucky, like whatever universities might be right for you. So it does a lot of the legwork for you. I'm going to make a video about college fish at a later time, so look for that. But right now we're going to look at the competitive edge. You're going to go down here. It's going to ask you to log in. I think I may have already logged in. So yeah, it normally would ask you to log in. So you need to either know your password or sign up with your Facebook account. Here's the Fall Common application that I mentioned earlier. A few things I'd like to point out here. Your status, it's going to tell you where you're at. So currently I'm a 5-star member. I've completed the program. I can always go back in. I mean, they're refreshing the information. They're adding new content to it. There's some videos and some fresh new materials every so often that I'll be able to go back in and enjoy and participate in, even though I've already technically completed the 5-star status. There's no limit to the number of points that you can achieve. So right now I'm at 679. I've heard of people being like 900 and more. But once you complete 5-star status, you'll be able to go on to the store and get this key. And I don't know if you can see this, but this is something that signifies that you've reached the 5-star status with competitive edge with Phi Theta Kappa International. So you're now on the list, which as you can imagine is a relatively short list compared to the number of PTK members there are in the country, a list of international 5-star members. And there's all kinds of benefits that go with that as well. You'll be able to put that down. They'll see that when you apply for PTK international scholarships. It's just good stuff. When When you start, you will have access to level 1. You'll start out at level 1. So I'm just going to click on this to give you an idea of what you would be getting yourself into. And I highly recommend that you at least complete the first level, because there are some very good tools here that would just be extremely beneficial to you, not only as a PTK member, but as a leader, as a student leader, and as a citizen. And also, once you start, you'll most likely do what happened to me, which is get addicted. So you'll take the pre-assessment. I did that. It breaks it down for you very nicely. There's 7 things here that you have to complete before you can move on to level 2. So like once you do these things, and none of them are like really difficult or even all that time consuming, honestly. I mean, there's a few videos that are like lectures. They take maybe an hour to watch, but they're enjoyable. All of this is fun, and it took me about 2 weeks to complete the entire program. If you just get on every day, or like once, during the weekend, we have mid-semester break coming up here. You just work a little bit at it every time that you have some free time. You'll have it done before you know it, and you'll be a 5-star member. So there's fewer steps for the 5-star status, but they're more involved, because it really gets you involved in your chapter, in your community, and in your college, and it encourages you, and it forces you to have to take a good hard look at yourself and find out the areas that you could improve in, whether it's communication or leadership or just the level of involvement or whatever. And it builds you up, and it builds on those skills that organizations and businesses across the country look for in candidates for employment. Another thing that it's going to do for you, this program, eventually, I think at the 3rd-star level or something, is it's going to have you create an online portfolio here with Mahara.web. So here's my portfolio. You'll have access to these sort of tools that are in some sense a networking tools. So I've received emails from organizations looking for interns because they saw some of my information that I had on the web as a direct result of creating this online portfolio. So I have my resume here. Lots of good stuff. I have some essays that I've written that I'm particularly proud of. So that's the 5-star competitive edge. As you get down here into the 5-star level, at Harrisburg Area Community College, we just started a incentive program whereby if you were inducted in fall of 2013, so September 22nd was the day that you went to orientation, and then you were inducted on just this month, November 2nd, then the first 5 people to complete the 5-star competitive edge program, complete like all 5 levels, are going to receive a $20 gift card to the Hack Bookstore. In addition to this cool pin here, which you can wear with pride underneath your Phi Theta Kappa pin that you received when you became a member. All kinds of great resources here. It's going to make you a more desirable candidate for employment. It's going to strengthen your professional skills. It's a career development program that I highly encourage you to get involved with. And if you have any questions or any issues with the website or anything else, please don't hesitate to contact me, contact Judy Unger, get in touch with your campus advisors, your liaisons. Any of us are very good resources to be able to answer any of those questions that might come up. You can find all of our contact information on www.anoptk.org. That's our website. I'll put a link to that in the description below. So that's the 5-star competitive edge program. Enjoy.